Hello everyone, I'm back here again. So I thought I would just give you all 4 to 5 minutes to process whether I have all my 206 bones right. Because I'm often asked by everyone, Bhai, tere mein haddi hai ki nahi? This was the performance of the only women-oriented sport, rhythmic gymnastics. Rhythmic gymnastics is a creative sport that requires strength, flexibility, and coordination. A gymnast must leap, control her body, and dance, all while manipulating and tossing different apparatus, all to the beat of the music. And for that, we just get 90 seconds. It isn't easy, but rhythmic gymnasts have to make it look effortless. And this all starts with years and years of training and practice. Rhythmic gymnastics is the most beautiful sport one could ever see, right from the glamorous leotards that we wear to the stunning choreographies that we perform. Everything about this sport screams beauty, and beauty is never cheap. Neither it is easy. And that's what makes this sport unique and a combination of athleticism and grace. So, rhythmic gymnastics at its core is all about presentation and style. Every one of us had that one dream as a child that we had to give up due to timely responsibilities and societal changes as we grew. So I would like everyone to take a minute to write your dream down on a sheet of a paper. I was 10 when seeing my flexibility. My mom thought, why not put her into sports? Just as a physical activity. So we went to Maharashtra Mandal, a central sports complex in Pune. And over there, Ms. Savita Marathi was the first one who introduced us to this sport. We were totally unaware about this and we had no idea what this sport is all about. Just to try something new and as a hobby, my mom enrolled my name in these classes. So, I lacked family support. Coming from a conservative Marwadi family and a non-sports background, me doing sports was never supported. It was also because that everyone in my family were highly educated and qualified in studies, and something other than studies, that too in sports, especially rhythmic gymnastics can be taken up as a career, and also because of the short dresses which we had to wear, they were against it. Yet by fighting all the odds, my mom was firm enough that she didn't want me to sit at home. And as a hobby, we used to travel daily 24 kilometers in all that Pune traffic for these classes. And in this way, by all the ups and downs, ifs and no's, I got introduced to this sport. Being a timid girl, I had to face all the different kinds of challenges. I had joined this sport at a very late age of 10 years, and all the other girls were training since they were 3 to 4 years of age, and this pressurized me. I was quite chubby at that time, and people laughed at me, telling that you can't even balance yourself. How would you manage to play this sport? In rhythmic gymnastics, balance and control over your body are the most essential features to this sport. That day I realized that this isn't my cup of tea and I wouldn't be able to achieve anything in my life. So I used to practice quietly in a corner and I never gelled up with anyone. In back of my mind, I knew, like for over a month, I just have to continue with this sport as my mom has enrolled my name. Slowly, as days passed, my current coach, Ms. Madhura Tambe, she was a senior gymnast and she approached to a head coach to train me. She was the one who believed in me that I could make a difference in this sport. And after 2 years of practice, I played my first ever district competition, got selected in the state level, and won my first ever silver medal. That moment changed my mindset that I am capable to do this sport. And I became so passionate about this sport that it became an inseparable part of my life. Seeing my passion towards my sport, I gained full family support, and my coach became my role model. 2016 was the turning point of my life. It was at that time when I was in my 10th standard and I became a part of the Indian team to represent India at the World School Games. Finally, my dream of representing India was coming true, but on the other hand, I had my 10th board examination. By not pressurizing myself and with the constant support of my coach, I was able to manage both the things wholeheartedly, and I represented India as the Indian team captain at Turkey, and I scored 96% in the 10th board examination. When I was small, while practicing, I sprained my ankle and we went to an orthopedic. He said to me that I wouldn't be able to do this sport as I am flat foot. And in rhythmic gymnastics, you must have curved and pointed feet, and me being flat foot was a biggest drawback. However, I was so attracted to the sport and my coach that no matter what came in my way, I was firm enough that I have to do the sport, and today I stand as an international gymnast. When I had represented India at Turkey as the Indian team captain, there was a huge performance difference between the Indian gymnast and the other gymnast. We were awestruck by seeing their infrastructure, their training, and their leotards. India ranked behind and was last. Over there, we had an interaction with a Russian coach, and she said to us that India has got talent, and with proper training and flexibility, India could definitely do better in future. Being appreciated by a Russian coach which is a leading country in rhythmic gymnastics was a very big thing for me. It struck me, and with full form and determination, and with fire in my eyes, I returned back to India with one aim in my mind that I want to make a difference in this sport and raise the Indian standards on international platform. So I started training even more harder. I trained 7 to 8 hours daily. My day used to start at 5:30 in the morning and used to end at 8. I even started following a strict regime. Diet was the most toughest and difficult part which I faced till date. It's because me being a food lover, coming from a Marwadi family, and you as all know that Marwadis are only known for food, and me being a pure vegetarian, I had to follow many restrictions in my diet. But as I started knowing the importance and the role which the diet played in my sporting career, I had to give up on everything and I followed my diet sincerely. 2020 was the year where I became the most probable gymnast to be a part of the Indian team for the upcoming international tournaments. And then, as you all know, COVID crisis and everything got cancelled. Going back in time, I have won several national championships and I became a gold medalist at the Khelo India Youth Games. Winning laurels at national level was not only my aim. I wanted to represent India on international platforms. Life had other things planned. Every selection trial for the international tournaments, I was left out of the team. Every time I used to think that I am one step closer to be a part of the Indian team, I was left out. I came across with 2 major injuries, one with my ankle, grade 3 ligament tear, and the other with my knee, meniscus tear. I let nothing come in my way, and this never stopped me from playing. So, as I had said, that 2020 was the most probable year, and due to COVID, everything got cancelled. But not cribbing on the situation, I took this situation very positively to improve myself, and with whatever available at home, I used to train and practice at home, watch videos on YouTube, and improved my skill set. Following year, with all the hard work and patience, I finally became a part of the Indian team to represent India at the World University Games, China. This was the event at Amritsar where the trials were being held. See the happy faces on our face. I was overwhelmed, but my happiness didn't last longer. Due to the second wave of COVID, the event got cancelled. It was very disturbing for me mentally, because every time I was closer to my dream, I couldn't succeed till the end. But the love for my sport kept me pushing. 2021 has been the year where we all were battling with our lives and trying to update the new lifestyle. Likewise, for me, it was the worst year of my life. It was at that time when the World Championship trials were being held at Delhi. World Championships are the second biggest competitions after the Olympics, and I had given my all for this competition. I didn't want to lose this chance. However, just 2 days prior to the competitions, I got chikungunya and there was complete pain in my body. I could barely walk. But I was so firm and determined that no matter what comes in my way, I have to give a tough fight. So I took 3 to 4 painkillers and I performed, which eventually turned out to be the best performance in the whole competition. I was rejoiced. And however, destiny had other things. I was out of the Indian team. My downfalls had hit me so hard that now I didn't have the chance to stand up and fight again. What hurt me the most is that I'm not getting the love and recognition and justice for the thing which I love the most. This was the darkest phase of my life and I wanted to quit gymnastics. I was in trauma. On the good part, I would like to say that I am so lucky to be blessed with the most understanding and loving coaches, Madhura Tambe and Kalyani Tambe, and because of the constant support of my mom, I was able to stand up and compete again. And it's rightly said, a phoenix must burn to emerge. And with all the sacrifices, hardships, and courage, today, I'm selected in the Indian team to represent India at the upcoming World Challenge Cup, which are going to be held at Portugal. This is the happiest moment of my life. It's the sacrifice that makes the reward much more satisfying. One thing which I have learned throughout this journey is that it's easy to come first and become an international gymnast. But what's more challenging is to maintain your position. And for that, you require patience, courage, hard work, and determination. In India, rhythmic gymnastics not being so popular, infrastructure facilities are the biggest hurdle that we come across. Being an indoor sport, it requires a floor area of 14 to 14 meter and a height of nearly 40 to 45 feet. There are no proper floors in India, and we practice on rubber mats and sometimes even on cement floors. In spite of all the shortfalls and hardships that we face, I am firm that no matter what, I have to make a change in this sport and represent India at the Olympics. And when you have the will, you'll definitely find a way. As I was growing older, there were many people who came in my life and told me that you should stop playing sports and focus more on studies, as there's no future to sports. But I knew that if I stop playing sports at this age, I'll forever have a regret in my life. And sports is something that you cannot just start from middle. 10 years ahead, I wouldn't be at the same position and wouldn't be able to practice what I'm practicing today. Because sports requires years and years of training and hard work. Society must normalize sports as an education. Sports grooms an individuals in all aspects and altogether gives you a different identity. It's because of sports why I'm standing in front of you all. It has changed the person who I am today from being a timid girl to being a bold and elegant international rhythmic gymnast. In the end, I would like to say Love what you do. Because when you work for what you love, nothing can break you. Learn to love your passion and struggle for it. Whatever I am today is a cumulative success of my parents and my coaches, the reason for all my success. In the end, I would just like to say, never give up on the dream that you have written in your chit. No matter, you never know the next time you'll be standing here as Richa Chordia telling 50 more people to go for their passion. So this is Richa Chordia, a passionate rhythmic gymnast and a girl who dares to dream and struggle for it. One must die with memories and not dreams. Thank you.